everyone, and welcome to Plotty Time, the podcast where we three gamers discuss video game stories in detail with all the necessary and appropriate backlash. On one side of the table, we have Chump Slap.
I may not make money like the hubby of Lovey Howell. Still, I'm thirsting.
And the other side of the table is Dr. Syintist.
I'm just having some brewski beers in my Mojo Dojo Casa house.
My name is Poppascotch, and as I always say, let him go, Lou. Someone going that fast has no time for a ticket. Welcome to Plotty Time.
That one egg was 40 eggs?
That's a big fucking pile of garbage.
I'm the farting demon in this relationship.
I'd be an awesome rich person.
You're both just an embarrassment.
God, I'm awesome.
We're talking Tom Hanks and his vehicle.
Yeah, I had my finger in my mouth waiting for you to finish.
You gotta get 4 balls or something.
Dick piercing?
No, you know damn well I'm fucking that demon.
It's still sexy. How could that be close and not be
Yeah,
right?
just kill some random dude.
If you want cheese, you get a milk.
You're waiting for Pete.
No, I can hate on it. It sucked. Boners.
Hey, everyone, and welcome to the Plotty Time podcast, the podcast that, man, I got nothing this time.
Took up disc golf, motherfucker.
Yeah, I played a couple rounds of disc golf and bought some discs.
Nice.
Yeah, and learned how to putt properly by squaring up.
There's no such
kinda
thing
just
as
like-
putting properly in disc golf.
Okay, I don't want to start a fight, all right? I knew this what would happen.
Sorry, that's why you didn't bring it up. My bad.
Yeah. But yeah, it was fun. It was nice. And I like how, unlike real golf, real golf takes like 7 hours, and this takes 2.
Yeah.
So that's pretty nice.
It's pretty sweet. Get it over with. Get it in. Get it out.
And get it in before you run out of time.
Yup.
Absolutely. And also, I didn't injure myself nearly as bad this time. So I got that going for me.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Other than that, I watched Game Over, Man. You guys remember that movie with the workaholics guys?
Oh, yeah.
No.
They're like maids, I guess?
Yeah, they're cleaning service for a hotel.
Right. And it's like a Die Hard situation.
No, never saw it.
It's not bad.
It's not bad. If you like their humor, you'll like it.
Yeah, I'm a fan of Workaholics.
Workaholics is a good show.
It's pretty much like they're the same characters.
Yeah, they're the same characters in everything they ever do.
And they're making a hell of a lot of money off those characters.
I guess you're right.
Good for them.
Yeah, right?
You should watch that and get some quotes.
That's a good one.
There are a lot of them in there.
Yeah. I've been
bet.
watching The Simpsons, though.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Which season?
I just finished 3. I started at 3. I'm just going on to 4 now.
You got about a season before you get to the really good stuff.
I don't know, Mr. Plow and stuff. These are classic episodes, man. You forget which seasons they're in, but you're like, damn.
When is season 3? 92?
I don't know the date.
I think so. Season 1 started in 89.
Yeah, so there you go. Well, season 4 has Mr. Plow. I just watched that episode today.
That name again is Mr. Plow.
Mr. Plow. I say that all the time when I'm shoveling snow.
I will now.
Yeah, that's good. You know what show I've been watching again? Because it's great.
Oh, wait, before you get into that,
All right.
I also had watched several episodes of The Simpsons this week.
Oh, what season?
New ones?
Just coincidentally. We hopped around a little bit. No, I can't bring myself to watch the new ones. It's too sad.
Not really. I mean, there's still funny jokes once in a while.
I don't think I've watched anything past season
30.
No, like 27.
It's easily been 20 years for me.
I think I might have watched a couple around season 27 and been like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, 20 years ago, we had Simpsons Happy Hour.
Yeah.
I almost forgot about that.
But that was
so good.
re-shows of seasons 8 and 9.
Yeah, that's like their fucking peak, I think.
Absolutely. That's when like you look at the episode list and all of them are bangers.
Yeah.
All of them. Like we going down, and I've rewatched them so many times through syndication, just going down the list. I'm like, I've seen it. I know exactly which episode this is just by the name.
There's still jokes that you're like, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. They're fucking great.
Plus, fucking Troy McClure's in so many of season 3 and 4.
Yeah, I wonder why he's not in the seasons lately.
I know. It's
Weird.
a bummer. Why'd they fire him?
They couldn't get him back, I guess.
That explains it.
Oh, but you know, I've been watching
Psych.
no.
Oh,
Don't Trust the Bee.
Oh,
In
yeah.
I
Apartment
never
23.
watched that.
I can't. It's surprising you didn't because it has Eric Andre in it.
Yeah, and I like what's her name?
Kristen Ritter.
Yeah, she's cool.
Yeah, and JVDB is always great. James Vanderbeek.
Oh, I was like Jean-Claude. You spelled Jean-Claude Van Damme wrong.
No, I know I saw it a couple years ago, probably like 4 or 5 by now.
Oh yeah, it's been out.
But it's good.
Yeah, really funny.
All right, I'm gonna have to look into it because I have never seen it. So if it's worth watching, fucking check it out.
Yeah, Eric Andre is not really in it that much, but he's still in it.
Does he pull Eric Andre shit?
Nah, not really. He's
Okay.
kind of weird in it, but
Is he toned down though?
yeah.
All right. That's cool.
Because James Vanderbeek's like at a 20 out of 10 in the whole show. So
Nice. I might have to watch the Eric Andre show again.
I never watched much of that.
every time I see that meme with someone shooting, like him shooting the guy,
Yeah.
it's I don't remember what it says on the bottom anymore. Something did this.
Right. Yeah, that was a fucking good show. I've only ever seen a couple episodes, but good stuff.
Hannibal's on that, and he's real weird too. They have a very
Yeah.
similar weird sense of humor.
I like it. Hannibal's in a couple rap songs that I love. So,
He's really getting out here.
well, yeah, ever since he outed fucking Bill Cosby, dude.
Is he the one that did it?
Yeah.
Oy, I didn't remember he was the one that did it. But yeah, let's not get
Let's
too
not
far.
talk about the BC.
He's done other things. I'm talking about Hannibal, not
Yeah,
Bill
yeah.
Cosby.
Hannibal was in what was that? Broad City.
Oh yeah, he was a lot.
That was a good one. Too.
Yeah, he was like a long time. His character was dating what's her name, Glazer,
No.
Alana. Oh,
Yeah.
no,
Alana.
Alana. Yeah, that's a great show. That's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Let's rewatch that one. I am afraid to take a step back and look at all the seasons of television that different various shows that I just kind of abandoned and never went back to. Not because I didn't want to, but because they're just time. Or I didn't know a season dropped or something.
Yeah.
Or like you watched the seasons and forgot to watch the last seasons of them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, stuff like that.
I would love to
there's-
see a log of every show I watch and be like, oh man, that was awesome. I should watch that again. Squid
I want to go
Billies.
back to those like mid 2000s HBO shows. Like, should I give another watch to The Sopranos?
It was all right.
I kind of want to watch Boardwalk Empire again.
That'd be a good rewatch.
I know. Or fucking Deadwood. I haven't seen that since it came out.
Treme is great too. I recently watched Deadwood. Like, we were recording the podcast when I watched Deadwood for the first time.
Oh yeah, it's so good.
I'd never
I
seen
had
it.
trouble getting into Western shit.
Me too, but the characters are great.
It's great. It's really great. And but it's not as great as this other movie I saw, Psycho Gorman.
Oh yeah, you like that?
It was so fucking weird. I was not expecting that.
No.
I was expecting an insane, gory, psycho, crazy horror movie, and it's like a Steven Spielberg, like E.T. style movie.
Yeah, it kind of reminded me of like Monster Squad when they get just a bunch of kids with a monster, you know?
Yeah, or like Little Monsters with
Yeah,
fucking
there you go.
Fred Savage. That's what that was a spiritual, not successor, but a spiritual movie to this.
Yeah, that little girl was a fucking great actress in it too. She was
Yeah,
funny.
she was fantastic. Like, I thought, and you could tell it was low budget, but what they did with that budget was pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Like, those characters looked fucking great.
Yeah, Gorman was crazy.
So I'd say I give it the thumbs up. I'd say check it out.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it, check it.
If you like those like Monster Squad type movies, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. It's like an 80s flashback. I could see it like if that came out in the 80s, it'd be totally be like, yeah, of course it did.
Oh yeah, we'd be like, man, they made kids movies different back then, you know?
Like,
Because there's definitely like an edge to it, or like there's moments where that girl, or she almost gives up the crystal, and he almost fucking kills her and her whole family, like immediately.
yeah.
Like, it's so close, and they're like, you.
Good stuff.
Good stuff.
I watched fucking Free Guy again too.
That's so good.
Yeah, I forgot how decent it was. Decent.
Oh, the Ryan Reynolds one. I got that confused with that new Fall Guy movie.
Oh yeah, I haven't watched that one yet. That's about like
Me
a
neither.
stunt guy, right?
Yeah, something like that. I hear it's very good.
Yeah.
One
I
of these
heard
days
good
I'll check it
things,
out.
but, yeah. You guys ever see this movie Stranded?
Sounds familiar.
About like a crew that they're flying to Mars, but when they try to land, they crash. And like they're like, we have to survive for 2.5 years to get saved, and there's not enough resources. So they send out like 3 of the crew goes on a last walk on the planet to die, and 2 people are staying in the capsule just to.
I think I've seen it,
Yeah,
but it's been a long time.
it's
From
pretty.
2001? I haven't seen it.
Yeah,
It sounds
It's-
very serious.
It is. It's good. I mean, check it out. It's very serious. It's fucking weird. I don't know. I liked it. It's a space horror, so that's probably why I liked it.
Mm.
And the main character is fucking someone famous. I don't fucking remember.
Vincent Gallo?
Yeah.
You keep finding space horror somehow.
Because every time I see one, I'm like, yeah, I'll fucking check it out.
Okay. This is great. You can be like the first screen. If you're like, yeah, it's good. I'm like, hell yeah. It's probably pretty good. I'll check it out.
Space horror movie Scream.
Right? Oh, there's a Stranded with fucking, what's his name in it? Christian Slater, 2013.
That might have been the one I was actually thinking about.
Yeah, that's not the one. But that looks like a space horror. I might have to check that out.
I believe it is.
It's probably a sequel, but they didn't want to call it Stranded.
It could be.
Stranded-er.
Stranded. And then the third one's The Strandedist. It sounds like a generic Ben Affleck action movie.
Yeah, I'd watch it.
But you know what wasn't a generic bad Ben Affleck movie?
No.
Phantoms.
Yeah, that was awesome. But I started watching Mr. and Mrs. Smith, the TV show with Donald Glover and Maya Erskine.
Oh, yeah?
Oh,
It's
shit.
on Prime.
Yeah.
Pretty. It's got me so far. I'm only like halfway through the second episode, but it's got its hooks in me.
It's just like the movie, right?
Not exactly. In this,
Oh.
the two characters, Maya Erskine and Don Glover, they both sign up for this business, which is some kind of either like espionage or mercenary or something like that.
Right.
They both signed up to be high risk, and basically their first assignment is to be a married couple and to start doing spy shit.
Oh,
So that's really
just
what
their
it is.
So it's like The Americans?
Yes, it's more
Yeah.
like The Americans than it is the Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, where they just happen to both be assassins.
Wasn't that a remake of an older movie too?
I think so.
Probably.
Where they have to kill each other, right?
Battle Royale?
No, he's talking about Mr. and Mrs.
No,
Smith.
Mr. and Miss. Don't they have to kill each other? Isn't that like their mission? All right, maybe not. Who cares? Doesn't matter.
I think in the movie, she's doing a job. Brad Pitt's company is hired to stop them from doing that
Yeah,
job.
that's that. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
They start going after each other. They realize that it's the other person. They try to kill each other. And then both the agencies are like, we can't have this. So they just put out
Hits
burns on both of
yeah,
them.
All right.
Then they have to work together. This is not that. This is like two people posing as husband and wife in New York doing spy shit.
Oh, so it's like that movie where the people have to pretend to be married with Ashton Kutcher.
The Americans?
Yep, that's it.
Yeah, it's more like The Americans. Yeah, if you like The Americans, you'll like this. So
Right.
far, I'll report back when I watch more. But so far, so good.
All right.
Cool.
Then I filled in the rest of my time with just playing more Fallout. I'm like halfway through getting all the trophies.
Oh.
I came back to The Last Faith.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because I was like, I never finished it.
I
But
forgot you were playing that.
Yeah, I got to the point of no return, so I went try to get all the trophies and all the collectibles I missed. And I still haven't finished it, but I'll just have to fight the bosses, I think.
Oh.
I don't know.
I still plan on playing that sometime.
That's good.
I started a new game called Eternights.
Like Knights.
Night. It's very Persona-like. The end of the world's coming. You and a bunch of people or your friends try and get to and stop it. It's all right so far. About halfway through.
Okay.
Yeah,
Turn-based RPG.
it's always the end of the world.
No,
with these
wait,
games,
no, it's
you know?
not a turn-based RPG. It's an action RPG. That's what I meant to say.
Oh, well, that's totally different.
But your stats don't go up. Your damage and stuff you do depends on your relationships with the other people. It's very Persona-like.
Oh, is that what that's like?
Yeah.
Like you gotta be friend. Like the better your bond, the more.
Yeah, you get to hang out with them sometimes.
Okay, interesting. You been playing anything there, Scotchy?
Besides Fallout.
No, I got the System Shock remake, but I haven't played it yet.
Oh, nice.
I never played the original,
Neither
but
did
it's
I.
one of those games that people say are amazing and foundational and what have you.
Yeah, I just downloaded something that Syintist was talking about 2-3 weeks ago.
Tunic?
Tunic, yeah.
Yeah, your time is up. Too late to get it now.
Is it really?
Well, it's June now.
Suckers.
Losers. But yeah, the only other thing I did, I watched the first Omen that just came out, the movie.
Oh,
Is that any good?
I thought he
It-
meant the
The
first,
original.
the Omen
Yeah,
movie.
yeah.
No, the new one that just came out. It's good. It's really good. It's very pretty. It's an art film. I wasn't expecting it to be an art movie,
Okay.
but it is a little bit slow. But I think it's good. I think it's very good. But I have no desire to ever watch it again. One of those.
Oh, yeah. It was good to get in, but
Not fun.
yeah, I gotcha.
Not really rewatchable.
I'll try it out. I watched this fucking shitty ass movie. You guys want to hear about it?
Phantoms?
Hell yeah.
It's called Tarot.
Tarot?
Yeah. Like tarot cards.
Okay.
That came out recently, didn't it? I heard it was not great.
No, it's fucking garbage. It's like a fucking teen, like, college kids go on a party and they do a tarot reading.
So it's like all the Truth or Dare movies.
Yeah. It kind of like, it felt like it was trying to be like a Final Destination because there's like a witch that cursed the tarot deck. So every time they do a reading with it, that person will die by the witch.
Well, by that logic, couldn't a witch just curse any object and then anytime you use it, you have a curse on it, like the cursed
Well,
ladle?
yeah, they're witches, Poppascotch.
Well,
You're
this
right. That's how
witch
witches
was
work.
Killed and made the tarot deck. I don't know, man. Watch the movie.
Okay, yeah, I'll learn myself. You're right.
Well,
That's my problem.
The witch's daughter was killed, and she was forced to make a tarot deck for some rich guy. So then she ended up killing herself and possessing the cards. And however the reading comes out, that's how you die. So if the reading's like, you're going to, I don't know, whatever. But,
Yeah, the Hanged Man.
yeah. It's fucking garbage, though. It sucked. Don't watch it.
Great. I won't. Is it worse than The Exorcist Believer? Because that was pretty bad.
I couldn't watch the rest of that, so yeah, it has to be better than that because I finished this one.
Okay, good. Good. Man, what a piece of shit movie that was.
Yeah.
But speaking of Fallout and Call of Duty, did you guys see that there's going to be Vault Tech suits and Pip Boys coming to Warzone and Modern Warfare 3?
I can't wait.
Oh my God, there's power armor in Fallout or Fortnite.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, you can get a power armor skin. I thought about just turning it on to buy the skin and turning it back off.
It really seems like Bethesda or Microsoft or ZeniMax or whomever was really not prepared for the show to be this popular.
Yeah, now they're just trying to fucking do anything.
Yeah, they're like, oh God, get that patch out. People are playing the game.
Yeah,
I thought that was very interesting.
I know. I should sell all my collectibles now.
You should. It's never going to be better.
No.
Okay, well, he's decided no, he's not going to do it, Dr. Scientist.
Well, I mean, no, they'll never be.
Yeah, as
Better
good as their
priced.
best chance now.
Oh, I thought you said no, as in no, I'm not going to do that.
Oh, I could use the shelf space.
You can use that shelf space for the 2 new Resident Evil remakes that are going to come out.
What?
Yeah, how about that? They're remaking Resident Evil Code Veronica,
Oh, yeah.
and which I understand that because that's never had an update. That was released on fucking Dreamcast, and I guess the fans really love that one. I don't know if I've ever played the whole thing all the way through.
Well, I could tell you one. I've never done it. I've never played it.
I've never played it either.
It was one of those that, like, Resident Evil 1, 2, 3, Code Veronica came out like 97, 97, 98, 99, 2000. Like, they all came out so close together. I was just burnt out by Resident Evil at that point.
Yeah.
Like Borderlands, if you will.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Yeah, Code Veronica came out in 2000, which is 4 years after Resident Evil, and it's 4 games later.
Yeah,
Dude, 2000, I was too cool. You know what I mean?
absolutely. And then in 2002, they released Resident Evil 0. You
What?
guys remember that one?
Code Zero.
Resident Evil 0. It was, I think, a remake of the first one.
Let's be honest here, Poppascotch. I played one Resident Evil my entire life.
Yeah, the first one.
The first one. No,
Yeah.
the second one. I never beat the first one. I did play the first one
I
too.
played
so
it, but it never drew me in.
yeah.
Man, I don't even remember what Resident Evil 0 was.
Sounds made up.
Sounds like a prequel.
It doesn't matter. No one's. If you want to go look up Resident Evil 0, you look it up and you start a Reddit thread and tell us all about it.
Yeah.
And then the last piece of news or updates or whatever, we're gonna get a new Astrobot game,
There were other Astrobots games?
Yeah, it came with
Yeah.
the PlayStation 5.
Oh, okay.
Astro's Playroom. That was a real fun game, but there's gonna be a sequel. There was a Sony State of Play, and there was some news released about like their plans for the future and live service games and stuff. And I don't really care about those. I'm excited for a new Astrobot game because I really liked Astro's Playroom, despite it being like half a real game.
Not even. It's like one world.
Yeah, it was like 3 hours. You could do everything in it.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be cool to see what they want to do with it.
They need some kind of like mascot.
Yeah, better than Little Big Planet.
Yeah, which they don't make those games anymore.
Yeah, so that's what like when I saw this, I was like, oh, this is their new Little Big Planet. That's cool.
It's weird how they changed them. Like, you don't think people would go nuts for a Crash Bandicoot game? They fucking love it.
I don't know. Well, they fucking ruined it with Crash Racing or whatever.
Yeah, you take that back. Crash Team Racing was amazing.
Was it?
I don't remember. It was a kart racing game. They're all pretty. They're all
Rather
pretty
play
fun.
Garfield Racing.
Or
That's a
Homer,
thing.
or Simpsons Hit and Run. Not Hit and Run.
Oh,
There's
I'd love to play a new Hit and Run, dude.
everybody says that. I don't know if I ever played it when it came out.
It was so
So
good.
fun.
Crazy Taxi, Simpsons World. Oh, or just a new Crazy Taxi. That'd be
I think they
interesting.
are making a new Crazy Taxi and Jet Grind Radio. Where did I
What?
read that? I read that somewhere.
Yeah, 2000.
Chump Slap's dreams.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. I think I read that somewhere. It doesn't matter. We'll look it up later, and then I'll totally change this dialogue to whatever the correct stuff was. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, right. Like, whatever, dude.
All right, so let's get into the game, gentlemen. How about it?
Yep.
Let's go.
So the game we're going to be talking about this week is a game I haven't even fucking heard about until this week. It's called Blue Stinger.
Why
You're
you
not
said like
familiar
that?
with this?
No, it was released in North America on September 9th, 1999, which is a launch title for the Dreamcast.
Whoa.
Apparently, it had come out 4 months after the Dreamcast was released in Japan, but before it was released in North America. We're going with this date. The other launch titles that came out around this time for Dreamcast, well, that came out on the same day, were NFL 2K, NFL Blitz 2000,
I was going to say Blitz. All right.
House of the Dead 2, Hydro Thunder,
Oh, I remember that one.
Sonic Adventure, and a couple other games. But the last one of note is Soul Calibur.
No, I knew there was one I played in there somewhere.
Yeah, right. There had to be a game I played on Dreamcast.
Yeah, that was the big one. That was the one people still talk about.
I still love Soul Calibur too.
Box office that week. I have the top 5, but hovering all the way up at the top, number 10 at this point, September 9th, 1999, was Star Wars The Phantom Menace, which had been out for almost 4 months.
Was
Never
that
saw it.
really 99?
Yep.
Oh yeah, because I remember making. We made stupid T-shirts to wear in high school that said like "May the Force be with you" and Yoda sucks balls or something like that.
Awesome. You guys are so fucking edgy.
I was so cool, man.
Then at number 9 for the box office that week, a movie that came out.
Was that still Star Wars?
No, Star Wars was 10.
Oh.
Number 9 was another movie called American Pie that had been out for 2 months.
Oh,
Wow, that was
shit.
out. It seems like it was out longer than that.
99, dude.
Yeah.
And then the top 5, number 5 that week was Bowfinger, the Eddie Murphy
Get
movie.
the fuck out.
Yeah, I know.
90s were a weird time, man.
Yeah, they sure were.
Number 4 is the Thomas Crown Affair,
Oh, wow.
Pierce Brosnan one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Number 3 was Runaway Bride.
All right, they're getting better.
Number 2 was The 13th Warrior.
Is that with who the fuck was it? Never mind.
Is
I can't
that
think of
Antonio Banderas, I
it.
think?
I thought so, but I might be confusing that with something else.
I thought it was like a samurai movie.
But either way, number 1, the box office, you guys remember, The Sixth Sense.
Oh, wow. Slow Joey's.
Slow
Debut.
Joey's, yeah.
Slow Joey. I forgot you. Oh, Slow Joey.
13th Warrior is with Antonio Banderas. We were right.
Oh, okay. It's not a samurai movie?
Sultan himself in diplomatic mission in a distant land as an ambassador, stopping at a Viking village port, restocking supplies.
Okay.
Maybe I never saw this
Yeah,
movie.
I've never seen that. That sounds crazy.
I didn't recognize it, but this week in news, like I said, the Dreamcast came out September 9th, 1999. Get it? 99.99.
Yeah, yeah.
Also, September 22nd, 1999, Resident Evil 3 Nemesis came out.
Oh, shit.
And then guess what came out the following week?
Ill Bleed.
Tony Hawk.
The first one.
Yep, September 29th, 1999.
Wow. I remember playing that on a snow day.
Yeah, it's a good game.
That was the name of our save. Snow Day.
Nice. But that's all I got for trivia here, so it was released for Sega Dreamcast, and it was developed by Climax Games, published by Sega. It is an action-adventure single-player game, and Chump Slap, you picked it. So how about you lead us into the game here? Tell us what it's all about.
Fucking glad to.
Great.
Anywho, any hoodles. Haven't heard that in a minute.
I think I still say it.
Do you say it?
Yeah,
Maybe.
occasionally.
I don't know. I'll work it back in. No.
Who gives a shit?
I took the note. I understand. I'll work it back in.
All right. 65 million years ago, a meteor crashes to Earth and kills the dinosaurs. Cut to 2000 AD. There's an earthquake, and it rocks the Yucatan Peninsula, and it causes a 400-kilometer wide circular region to just fall into the ocean, the same place where the meteor hit.
That's weird.
I know, but it leaves a tiny island smack dab in the fucking center of this.
You know, be a good name for that island?
Meteor Island.
Oh, it's better than I was thinking.
What were you thinking?
Stir Fridays.
Nice.
Nice. That was nice. Well, they called it Dinosaur Island.
Oh, that's good too.
And biotech company Kimra created a research center on that island. Because why the fuck not?
Yeah, it survived the explosion
Right.
twice.
Well, it was an earthquake the second time.
Well, it was a pretty big earthquake.
Well, yeah, if it sunk the fucking Yucatan Peninsula. But fast forward again, 2018.
Okay, what happened?
Our main boy, Tim and Elliot. Elliot's our main boy. Tim is his buddy. They rent a boat. They're sailing around. Elliot's on vacation from his job as a rescue worker, some type of rescue worker. I don't know.
You're like a marine rescue
Yeah, something.
Yeah.
thing.
But they're sailing around this island. You know, Tim, his buddy's making a figure in a bottle.
What you typically do on vacation when you're on a boat.
Yeah.
Sure.
Some type of good luck Nephilim from some type of TV show or game or whatever. I don't know. He says
Yeah,
it's from something.
Some anime.
Yeah. And a meteorite comes crashing to Earth right on the island, kills a fucking satellite that's hovered above the island. Boom. It shakes the boat, and it creates a crazy bubble force field. And I don't. Everything outside of the force field is trapped in stasis, right?
It's just like the movie Battleship. You guys remember the movie Battleship?
I don't
No.
remember there being force fields.
They had these big, huge cones that the aliens, or domes that the aliens put around the ships, and that was like the board. Get it?
Oh, yeah.
Man, I watched that movie like 10 times. I don't remember that at all.
10 times.
Yeah.
Well, Rihanna's in it.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Whatever,
Duh.
man.
Hey, throw it on the background. Buildings get destroyed by rolling things, whatever.
Well, I'd rather watch fucking like Rampage or something then.
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
All right, whatever. Well, there's a force field, and Tim's caught in stasis. He's just stuck there holding this genie in a bottle.
You got to rub it the right way.
So I hear.
Especially in 99.
Oh, nice. And like some type of sprite, like a light source, I don't know, some type of creature comes flying towards him. And it takes the form of this Nephilim and starts, I don't know, it just fucking hangs out for a little bit.
Yeah. Just takes its form and it's like, yo, peace.
Yeah. And Elliot's like, okay, yeah, that's cool. Your Nephilim's real now. And a whole bunch of these fucking like flying beetle dinosaur things come flying at the boat and they all explode.
Yeah. Didn't see that coming.
Right into the force field. Elliot gets hurled overboard or jumps overboard to whatever.
Question.
Yeah.
Are we dealing with, and this is for the group, are we dealing with a bio-recombination situation? Because it feels like we are.
No. I'm sorry.
Oh, it feels like it though, right?
Well, later we will.
Okay.
But I think
That's why I was at,
these are let's say bioengineered creatures, I assume.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not recombinated.
No, they've been engineered.
They're just comboed.
Yeah.
Mated? Created.
So the building blows up.
Well, the boat blows up. So we assume Tim's dead. And Elliot comes to on a pier.
Yeah, it kind of washes up on shore.
Yeah, he just washes up on shore. A helicopter comes by and crashes for no fucking reason, which is great.
I assume that there's other bugs flying into it.
Maybe, but it's great. It was great to just like, oh shit, there was a helicopter crash.
Yeah.
Awesome. Mark that.
Bingo spot.
Yeah, we should take a moment of silence for all the video game helicopter pilots who've lost their lives, because it is a billion times more than the actual number of helicopter pilots who have lost their lives.
Dude, it'd be great to have like a t-shirt that has like tour dates on the back, but it was just like video games and helicopter pilots.
Oh, God. There's just a check mark. It's for every helicopter pilot that died. Oh, my God. In like Vietnam? No. Just in video games.
That's the next shirt idea after our weed skin and stop the psyop.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we have a queue building up.
Yeah, sure do. Anyway, you get called by your, like a rescue crew. Like, I guess you have your radio on you because you always do. And he's like, yeah, I'm on vacation, but yeah, I'll check this shit out. They're like, check around for corpses. Get yourself in there. So then this man shows up. His name is Dogs. He's a captain of some type of boat. Shows up on the pier and saves Elliot's life right when a creature's about to attack him.
Oh, yeah. What's the guy's name?
Dogs, right?
This fucking guy. Yeah.
I was writing Gogs because I didn't know what the fuck he was saying at first.
I know. I couldn't find a video with fucking subtitles. Pissed me off.
Dogs F. Bauer, captain of the SS Diana.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny. I was watching a video reading about this game, and you can play as either Dogs or Elliot.
Oh, really?
And the way you change like your fighting style, because most of it is hand to hand with Dogs, is you change his t-shirt and he fights in like a different animation, like
that.
fighting style. I thought that was pretty neat.
But he kills this creature, saves your life, and he's like, hey, I know you. Well, I don't know you, but I know Tim. Tim talks about you. How's Tim doing? He's like, I don't know. Tim's kind of gone.
Kind of blew up, maybe.
Yeah. So then Dogs is like, well, I can't let you go through all this shit alone, so I'm going to come with you. You're like, all right, let's go. And Nephilim shows up, scares the shit out of Dogs, and telepathically shows both of them flashes of like creatures and, I don't know, weird shit that's freaking Dogs out. So they get attacked again by another creature, and they get saved this time by a sniper.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. You find out the sniper's name is Janine. And the whole thing between Elliot and Janine just fucking annoyed me.
That's my kind of girl.
Yeah. It's like he knows her, but he doesn't. They've never met, right?
No.
I think it was supposed to be charming, but he was way too, I don't really want to use the word aggressive, way too familiar.
Way too eager.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was weird. It was a weird dynamic.
Yeah. Well, she tells you to take a shuttle in and Yeah. So you go in. Elliot's totally like, just fucking fawning over her. It's just, like it's
So
the first
annoying.
time he's ever
So
seen a
annoying.
woman.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah. And then, well, you go meet her, and then Neff shows up. I call her Neff from here on. Okay, it's the Nephilim.
They call her Neffy, so whatever.
Yeah, she shows up.
The ghost waifu. That's what it is.
Yeah. Shows up. Janine starts freaking out and firing at her. It's like, you can't kill her. She's weird. So they all introduce everyone, get files brought up on the computer, blah, blah, blah. You need a code, whatever. So then they're like, well, we got to go to Rat's place.
What's Rat's place?
Well, that's apparently a bar that Dogs frequents. And he's like, you can get anything you need at Rat's place.
We can definitely get the ID we need to get into the lab there.
Yup.
Yeah. I think he just really wants to go get hammered.
Yeah.
Right?
Like we need to go and we're getting to Rat's place.
We're going
Well,
to
I
Rat's
didn't
place,
finish-
dude. You can get anything you want there. You can get alcohol,
Dogs
other
knows,
things.
Dogs knows
I
what
didn't
he
even
wants.
finish saying what I needed. Doesn't matter. You can get at Rat's
Oh,
place.
we'll go. We'll fucking check out Rat's place at least.
We'll
See
start
what's
at
happening.
Rat's place and then we'll go from there.
Either they're open and I can get alcohol, or they're gone and I can steal the alcohol.
You really are getting it. You got in Dogs' head. I can see it.
Dude, that's why I took a drink. Anyway, you're making your way to Rat's place. You save some people. Path's blocked. You got to find a way through a freezer, blah, blah, blah. Some guy needs meds. Find those for him. There's a manager, key, fight, frozen dino boss, blah, blah. You know how it goes.
Sure.
All right. So you kill this frozen dino boss. He had a control room key. So you get into Rat's place. And the owner's like, Dogs, you owe me fucking money, bro. Dogs is like, damn it, you are still alive. This sucks.
I was really hoping you were dead so I didn't have to pay you back.
Yeah. And he's like, all right, well, anyway, we need this blah. We need whatever. So they,
You need the ID.
yeah. Elliot, Janine, they're talking. Elliot's just calling her hon, honey, sweetheart, all this fucking creepy shit.
Yeah. Very unprofessional.
Yeah. And she's like, well, the electrical system's down. We need to go and fix it up. Go restart that shit. So she sends Elliot and Dogs to go fix it. She'll be like,
Okay.
I'm okay alone. I don't want to be alone with either of you guys. You two go. Go
That
fix that
checks
shit.
out, yeah.
And then when they leave the room, it shows her with a locket around her neck with a picture of Dogs in it.
That's weird.
Yeah. Very strange. See, like, ooh, is Elliot barking up the wrong tree here? She already taken? Who knows? So you go around, you fight some more creatures. You fight a creature with like a car as a shell, kind of like a hermit crab
I just called it car crab.
that moved into a car.
Yeah.
Sure. It's a fun visual.
Yeah. And then there's something happens here. I don't know. But the movie I watched, it's like there's just an explosion and you're jumping into like the power plant. I assume there was a fight. I don't know. Whatever. But you're going to the power plant, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you get there. You're like, the power's max, but we still ain't got no juice. So I don't know what's going on here. Janine tries calling. There's interference. You're like, oh, well, she might be in trouble. We got to go back to Janine. So you get back. Nephilim visits Janine at this point, and it shows Janine the whole, like, Nephilim was in the meteorite. She crashed, and there's creatures on this island. It's just all these, like, telepathic flashes that she's giving to these people.
Yeah, like the visions that Elliot had in the beginning of the game.
Yeah. Except Janine's like, I fucking get it now.
Oh, yeah?
It's like, you idiots didn't understand. She was the meteor, and, well, I don't know if she knew she was the meteor here, but she's like, this is her soul. It's kind of like she's astral projecting, and she needs to get back to her body. We got to find her body.
Soul and body are two different things.
Right.
This is getting confusing.
Yeah. So like, okay, well, let's look at the computer, see if we can find any weird foreign objects. And like, oh my God, what's this? What's this blue dot here? It's a strange unknown object. That must be it.
Where is it?
How about that?
I don't know. It shows up in the lab somewhere. So we better go fucking check it out. And there's a scene here where it's like, we got to suit up to get in the lab, but
Oh,
Dogs
yeah.
doesn't fit in anything.
Yeah.
So he has to wear a Santa suit.
Which guess is a clean suit.
Yeah. Cause it's Christmas. I failed to mention this because the game doesn't bring it up till about right here.
I heard or was reading that, it's like Die Hard. The game takes place at Christmas, and there's a level where you get into a mall and you're in that world, and there's just Christmas music playing that does not fucking stop.
Oh, good.
I thought that was
I got
very
the
funny.
Soundtrack. I can't wait to hear it.
It is around Christmas time in this story.
Yeah, I think it's Christmas Day, they say one time. But whatever. You're both suited up. You go and you're like, we need this guy Jacob to help us. And I rewound this like 3 times. I don't know what they fucking needed him to help with, but there was like a weird pool scene where the pool sound was louder than they're talking, so I couldn't figure it out.
There was a lot of questionable sound design in this. The sound and the music was so fucking loud at parts that you couldn't hear what was going on.
No, yeah.
So I didn't understand how they were getting ready to go into like a clean room to grab something, and then we cut to them like ready to bathe together.
Yeah.
I was very confused about what happened here.
I think there was a fight there. They fought a creature and they were just like cleaning up after the fight. They're like, oh, we got all this shit all over us. Because
that would check
Elliot
out, yeah.
right here says, I swallowed some of the monster vomit, spit, blood, something.
Yeah.
And he starts mutating. He gets farts bio-recombinating, if you will.
He farts real bicombinating. He's got 30 minutes.
He's got 30 minutes to fucking figure this shit out, or else Dogs is going to have to kill him.
Yeah. Dogs is ready to do it.
He's like, dude,
he's like, I'll take care of it. Don't worry. Like, don't worry about it all. I'll take care of you. Like, wait,
Dogs really
what?
wants to do it.
He's like, I'm fucking tired of you already, dude. So you make it to Jacob. Turns out he's also bio-recombinated, so you got to fight him off. Oh, and here I have Dog offers to kill you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but let's go to the lab.
But you fight a monster. There's a key. You eventually find an antidote, and you find research about the meteor, and you find out that the meteor crashed on this planet in the exact spot the research center was built. Like they knew it was coming.
Mm-hmm.
And there were all these like different locks to stop it from getting all the way down or stop what's underneath from getting all the way out. We don't know.
Ooh.
But the meteorite crashed 5 locks in, so we got to go fucking figure it out. That's where this unknown object is. That must be it. Let's go fucking get it. And you're like, well, it must have been trying to get down to whatever's under this island. So let's head back to Janine. Oh, and we got a disc that has all the information we ever need on it.
Yeah, it's got all the research from Chimera Tech.
Yep.
Well, that was handy, guys.
Well, we have to fucking find out somehow, right? So we crack the disc and we find out it's codenamed Jaskany, and the crash meteor from 65 million years ago was an egg.
What?
And in the
Holy
year 2000, this egg started to hatch.
What?
And they assumed it would take 18 years to hatch.
That's a long time for the egg to hatch, but okay.
Well, it's an alien.
You have a good point.
We call it dinocyte, apparently.
Oh, yeah, that's the cells from the aliens.
Yeah. So you're like, oh my God, the whole island is an egg. That's why it survived, right? Because all the land fell out and then there's just the egg there.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a fail-safe missile that was set up in case this egg hatched and got out of control. But the Nephilim meteorite crashed right through that fucking satellite, so there's no fail-safe anymore.
That was unlucky, guys. It was right in the flight path or crash path, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, that's a bummer, dude. Shouldn't have had it right above it, but I guess you had to. Anyway.
Well, then shouldn't we have seen that coming? That something, I guess, whatever.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, they knew it was coming. It's like they knew everything about this. Mm-hmm. So you're like, well, let's get this fucking meteor, the Neph meteor. Let's get it down to the fucking egg, because that's what it wanted to do. And I assume who are we, humans, to stand in the way? You know what I mean?
And how are we going to open up all these extra locks between there?
I don't know. Let's fucking snipe them or something.
Sounds good.
Perfect. Great idea. No notes.
And here we find out that Dogs is Janine's estranged dad because he divorced her mom.
Something like that, yeah.
20 years ago. So Elliot's like, okay, you guys work on this. I'm going to go do something, I guess.
Word.
So Neff shows up and like turns into a weird creature and scares the shit out of him. I don't know what that was all about. But then you come up with a plan to open the shutters by sniping them. You're like, oh, thank God Janine's a fucking awesome sniper.
Yeah. Destroys the pumps that control the gates.
Yep. So this is like a fight off the enemies while I do this type of mission here. That's a bingo piece.
Tower defense? Is that what we call it?
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Because there's an elevator problem here that we got to fix.
There's another one. You might get a bingo from this game.
Dude, if you don't have a fucking coverall, I don't know. I don't think you were listening. But you make it to the top. Janine snipes all these open shutters, holds off the monster. Nephilim makes it to the monster, the big monster, Jaskany, and her spirit returns to her body, to this meteor.
What happens?
She fights the fucking guy.
Yeah.
What?
And while she's fighting the guy, Elliot, Dogs, and Janine have to fight a clone that Kimra made.
What?
Yeah,
Crazy Kimra tech.
This
Now there's
biotech
clones?
fucking assholes, you know it.
Yeah, but it's what real people would do in our world too.
Damn straight. I tried to clone an alien.
It's like that. Did you ever see that meme that's like famous science fiction author wrote the Terminus device or whatever to warn us for making it, and then it's like tech company. We built the Terminus device from the from the book. Don't build the Terminus device.
Yeah, okay. Makes sense. I was thinking more like Jurassic Park. Like we have the power to do it, but should we? Anyway, the fights go on. The creatures die. The dome's cleared. I forgot that dome was there the whole time.
Yeah, I did too.
And like, oh shit, Tim's alive floating on a fucking tire in the middle of the goddamn ocean. So you go save Tim. Nephilim flies out of the world. She just fucking turns into a meteor and shoots out of the earth, I guess.
She just fly in space, I guess, natively from wherever she is.
Yeah, that's what she can do. That's what her little meteor was.
All right.
And there's a post-credit scene. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Okay.
Where Nephilim turns into like a meteor. This scene was fucking weird. I don't
Yeah, she
understand.
like births new ones to go
She
after.
births a new Dinocyte meteor and about like a dozen, maybe 20 Nephilim meteorites around it. Shoots the meteor and then all these Nephilims go flying after it.
There's gonna be more.
Yeah, because it does say like "see you in the sequel" or whatever weird at the end. And you see like a bunch of these empty husks floating around. Like this has happened all the time.
Yeah, it's happened a lot of times since the beginning of the universe.
Yeah,
The
It's
meme
like it's like the end of Borderlands,
yeah.
where they're like, "Oh, you conquered that vault. Here's the rest of the vaults here," and there's a billion things.
or Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, the meme is, it says sci-fi author. In my book, I invented the Torment Nexus as a cautionary tale. And it says tech company. At long last, we have created the Torment Nexus from the classic sci-fi novel. Don't create the Torment Nexus.
Yeah. There's no morals anymore.
No.
Like if it makes money, it's gonna get made.
Yeah.
Like that's just it.
But yeah, man, that's a fucking wild ass game.
Yeah.
It was not what I expected. Although I had no idea what I expected from a game with the name Blue Stinger.
There wasn't even a stinger in it. Well,
I'm not sure what that was a reference to, unless the blue stinger is what the egg looked like.
It's probably a translational thing.
yeah, but who knows?
I don't think we're supposed to know. I don't think we're ever gonna know.
I think it's about the end. The sequel stinger is a big blue stinger.
That's it. All right, so on the power of that last comment, let's go ahead and move into our final thoughts.
All right.
And
Did we
we'll,
have to bring it up again?
we'll start with you, Dr. Scientist.
You ask him, man.
Okay, I will certainly. Let's see. Did watching this video make you want to play Blue Stinger?
He just typed stinger in a rhyming dictionary.
Mhm.
That is not. That's slander, sir.
I heard the button presses.
Me too.
That was unrelated.
One of the easier words we've ever had to rhyme.
Oh, right.
Did the story work for you?
Or did you have to let it linger?
Or did it look like it was a total ringer?
Okay.
Scientists, you should be doing these.
I know.
They're
What score
dumb.
out of 27 stars you think you'd get past Jerry Springer?
Oh, nice. Didn't see that coming.
Yeah, I gotta say that was new. Did it make you want to play it? Not really. Didn't look too interesting as a game, actually. To play, anyway.
Yeah, it looked like annoying.
Yeah.
The fights
Also,
I saw.
just not to jump in on your final thoughts here, Dr. Scientist, but I read that in Japan it was a fixed camera.
I was just gonna say it looked fixed camera.
In Japan it was. And then when they re-released it in the East, Activision took it and was like, there's no way we're doing that here. And it was like a third-person camera, which is why animations look real wonky in the third person. It was never
It's
supposed to be that.
99.
Yeah, it would
God
I
of
know.
War came out years later and was fixed camera.
That's a good point. What all the Resident Evil games were, they still were.
Yeah. Well,
I just thought that was an interesting tidbit, as you were saying.
As I was saying, did the story work for me? Wasn't that bad as far as sci-fi goes, I guess.
right.
That there's this creature that takes 65 million years to germinate in its egg, I guess. And I don't know if Neph's like the sperm that has to hit it to make it come up. Or,
That's what kind of what it looked like at the end, right?
but it was hatching
That was-
beforehand. That's what caused the earthquake, right?
Yeah, that was the imagery I got. But yeah, the beginning to hatch is what caused it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's all right. It's nothing great. I mean, Neph's kind of like an corporeal type of thing that just flies around. Elliot was really fucking annoying, though.
Yes.
Just-
I would rather play as Tim.
Yeah, just the way his character was, the way he carried himself and talked just annoyed the shit out of me. So that takes points away. I'm going to give it.
He was an incel.
Yeah, he definitely was. But I mean, the story wasn't too bad, but he was a piece of shit. So I'm going to put it on the upper side of normal. Maybe just normal. I'll give it 6 stars.
Okay. 6 it is.
All right.
It wasn't too bad.
You got some questions for Scotch then?
No, I don't. Would you play it? Did the story work for you? And how many stars did you give it?
Well, I got some funnier questions.
Oh, good.
No, I don't. I don't got nothing. Anyway.
All right. I'll just go into it. That was fun.
I got one. Hold on, Scotch.
Okay.
Fucking calm down, man. So, did watching this video make you want to fire up the Dreamcast? Was the story pretty good, or did it have something that it lacked? And out of 27 stars, how many would this game pass?
Okay.
Kind of worked.
Yeah, enough.
Did watching this video make me want to play it? Not really. It looked very much like in that weird transitionary period where it was like arcade games and home console games had a weird moment. It felt arcadey is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It didn't blow me away. It didn't make me want to play it. Although it's very weird and it's a really short game, so I don't know. So did the story work for me? I don't think so. I think there were too many sequences. Like they had this big, huge world, but again, there was only like a handful of characters. Everybody else who was mentioned, like you found them and then they were either dead in like 2 seconds or already dead.
Right.
Dogs was a pretty memorable character, but Janine isn't really. Elliot's, we went over Elliot.
Dude, Tim's the second most memorable character.
Yeah, poor fucking Tim. Like he got stuck on the wrong side of a dome and was just floating in the oceans. Like I hope this fucking dome goes away at some point and I survive.
Right.
So yeah, but there was a lot of like just explaining away of very complicated things, and it was very much a game that was kind of like, hey, don't think about it too much. Just go with this. Just go with the situation.
Yeah.
But what do you expect the guy who saves people and the old fisherman to figure out from these things? I thought that was better about it because they wouldn't know shit. Neither would she.
I figured
a good
like there'd
point.
be more computers that they could learn more from.
Yeah, but
Or
saying
nowadays in games, you know what I mean?
saying you found a computer that explained it and you read it, would you ever get it?
I'm pretty fucking
Well,
smart.
no, but that's why in the game, the ghost wife who had the ability to like just touch your head and you're like, oh, I understand it now.
Yeah, she could have told you everything if she wanted to.
But I feel like that's sort of like a cop-out of stories, you know what I mean? It's like a hard thing to get past, this thing that's completely outer worldly, this thing that doesn't make any sense, the thing that you couldn't even explain, and then the ghost is like, I got you, I touched your forehead, now you just get it. You just got it now.
But that's how cool her powers were.
Yeah.
Okay. Then for my final
It's just
score,
a
I
bounding
will...
of a monster.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it is. I mean, final score, I'm going to give it a 8. I think it was entertaining at parts. I think the bath scene was weird in a way that only Western games are.
Yeah.
Like it's supposed to be a humorous moment.
Yeah, that's not like something any of us have ever done.
Yeah, I mean, I just think it was supposed to be humorous, but it didn't fit the tone of the rest of the game. Like it didn't fit what I would think humor would be in that universe, but whatever.
Yeah. I feel
8.
like a lot of it was trying to be humorous, but failing.
There's always like a goofball character in these games. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. We'll go ahead and move on to whoever talked about this game. Sir Chump Slap, it's your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Did watching this video make you want to play Stinger, Blue? Did the story work for you, or was it not enough to get you through?
Oh,
And what score out of 27 stars do you think you'll do?
that was beautiful, my friend.
It was simple, but it got the job done.
Yeah. You know, I would love to play this game if they remade it. If there was like a fucking sweet graphic upgrade, rewrite of the whole thing.
So if it was a completely different game.
No, I mean it could do the same fucking story, but like change the characters a little bit. Let's
Okay.
change Elliot to not be a fucking scumbag incel. That's pretty much my only issue with it
What?
as far as characters go. But yeah, I'd play it. It seemed like it could be fun if it was better.
I mean, it was wild. It was a wild game, and those can always be fun.
Yeah, yeah. Did the story work for me? I mean, kinda. It's a neat idea. I really don't understand why these eggs crash on planets and then they're immediately followed by, well, not immediately.
Yeah, 65 million years later.
Like, is this some type of game these aliens play?
I just assumed they knew it was eventually coming up. I don't know. They heard it hatching somehow.
Yeah, they knew exactly when it would hatch, and they tried to show up at that moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
But did
kind of
they
like,
know? Did they know what was going to happen, or did they just know something was going to happen?
no, she knew.
She
Nephilim
knew it was going to hatch.
Nephilim knew, yeah, but the people who made the facility.
No,
I don't know.
I think they just found like some wild DNA and they tried to breed crazy shit. That's why we got the car crab and those exploding flying things in the beginning. Because it's a biotech company, so they're just trying to. They're like, oh wow, this is alien biology. We're gonna tech it, you know.
Sure. We can make money off this. Let's do it. What about the more? Shut up.
It doesn't matter. We're a company. This is about money.
Yeah, we're going to clone it.
Yeah.
We're gonna clone it.
So yeah, I mean the story did work, kind of. Characters were forgettable at best.
That's the best description so far.
Right. So out of 27 stars, how many am I going to give it? I'm going to go with a 7, right in between you two guys. Because I mean, it had the ability to be better. They tried. It might be better in original Japanese. I don't know, but yeah,
It seemed like if it was a little less goofier, it would be like Shimu or Shenmue.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Like it could have. Who knows what could have happened if they kept making these games?
it could have been better. It could have been like Illbleed, you know, like they could have made it more wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I was saying they could have made it more serious. It would have been better. And you're saying it could have made it wild. And it would have been more better. I think they needed to pick a direction. Like it was too much in.
Yeah, it was right in the
It was
middle.
pretty bland.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they didn't want to go too weird or too serious, so it ended up being bland.
Yep. That's exactly it. Perfect. You guys nailed it.
We always do.
Oh, we did it.
Uh-huh.
So what's that, 21?
Yeah, that gives a final score of 21. Destroy All Humans back in April, we gave it 21.
I'll agree with that. Yeah.
The week before that, we gave Mad World a 22. So
It's
that sounds
scary
about right.
how good we are at this.
I know.
I mean, I know you guys put in the hours and spend a lot of time with your algorithms and your formulas and your attributes and all the stuff that you come together to get your scores.
I had to call Syintist this time to fucking help me out with the math of this one.
Yeah, you got. It's it's just like peer review. You know, you got to get it looked at by somebody else and verified.
Damn
It's
straight.
very complex. People,
They
I
don't
know you're
understand.
desperate. They're desperate to know our method, but they're just not going to get it.
Yeah, we'll never.
But it's-
I'll take it to my grave.
Yeah. So let's move that into our cool down topic.
All right.
All right, what do we got for a cool down topic?
I
Chump Slap?
don't know. How about what position do you guys sleep in?
Any?
You sleep on your side. You're your side sleeper, stomach sleeper, back sleeper.
Back or side? Either one. Not stomach. That's psychopath behavior.
Right? Like not prone. You don't.
No, what if
sleep-
someone breaks in your house, jumps on your back? There's nothing you can do.
So I take it you don't sleep nude either.
Well, of course they do. That's the best way to fight off guys.
It's a good point. There's nothing to grab onto.
All right, are you sleeping in the buff?
I
Scott?
don't sleep naked. I usually sleep stomach or side. But if
Stomach's
I'm
so
being
weird.
honest, it's mostly stomach.
Well, like a 3/4 stomach side. Like,
Yes, exactly. Like I'm hugging a pillow.
That's
Yeah.
kind of on your side,
The
but
3/4. It's an in between move for sure.
it's like Bender when he said I wasn't fully on my back. I was still slightly to the side so I could get up.
right? Do you still have you? So what do you wear? Like pajamas or just underwear? What?
Dude, there are fucking 2 people and 3 dogs in that goddamn room. Like it
So
gets
nude is what you're saying.
it gets
Love it.
swampy and dog stinky. I
And then the
sleep in
dogs
just
show
my
up.
undies. Like it can get funky in there if you head back in. It's like a jungle of dog butts. It's gross. Just
Yeah.
my life now.
All right. Well, I just sleep naked on my side, and I flip flop at least 8 times every night.
There's a lot of flip flopping.
Yeah.
I'll also notice too, like when I go play hockey and then come back, I'm too wired to go to bed, so I'll stay up for an hour or two. So I could go to bed at like 2 a.m. on like a Wednesday night,
Yeah.
and I'll usually like toss and turn that night, but the following night I'll lay down, I'll be in a position, and I won't move.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that's fair, man.
It's usually how I'm on Monday nights because Sunday I try and go to bed early and get up for work, but it doesn't work. And after the weekend of staying up a couple hours later than I normally do.
I never
Yeah.
stay up later. I'm in bed by 9 o'clock all the time.
Well, I'm usually in bed by like 7 o'clock on a weekday.
Damn. What time do you wake up?
Jeez.
4?
Oh, okay. I wake up at 5. I'm in bed at 9.
I mean, I'd lay down at 7. I don't fall asleep by 7.
Fair.
Yeah, if I stay up till 9 on a weekend, I'm fucking dead ass tired.
Tell me about
That's
it.
wild. What happened to us? What did they do to us?
Well, they
Right.
arrested me for partying too hard.
Me
for
too,
being too
dude.
fucking rad. That's why they arrested you.
They arrested me twice for partying too hard.
Yeah, I before I met my wife, I would kind of wrap
Brag.
up, stop playing video games. I would call it a night like 10:30, 11,
Yeah.
and I'd go to bed at about 12:30. And
Dude,
then
yeah.
now that I met my wife, she goes to bed at like 10 or like goes in to lay down at 10, which I try to do most of the time, but I go to work at 10 in the morning. So
Jesus, 10 in the morning. Must be nice.
it is
I don't know.
awesome.
I like going to work at 4 in the morning because I'm done at 1:30.
Oh, yeah. I'm home by 2:33.
And I can go anywhere at 1:30 and it's empty. Grocery store, hardware store.
School's letting out when I fucking get out. So
Oh, see, that's 2:30-ish.
yeah.
Yeah, if I dick around a lot after work and I start heading home around 2:30, I get run to the buses. But that's if I spend a lot of time out after work.
Don't even get me started on buses. Oh, who am I kidding? I walk.
You
everywhere.
walk, yeah.
Good times.
That was fun. We just talked about how we slept in our sleep schedule.
Well, I had nothing else. All right. Well,
We're getting old.
if anybody has an idea
Thank God we don't have stalkers.
for one of these conversations,
Yeah, because apparently Chump Slap can't come up with
I'm
anything.
terrible at it. It's either that or food. What kind of nuts you guys like? You know?
Almonds.
What
I'm
kind-
very disappointed
Pistachio.
that I can't get pistachio butter anymore. It
All
really
right.
grinds my gears.
What about like? Do you like flavored almonds?
Any almond's good.
Yeah, I like the are you talking about those bold ones?
Yeah.
Wasabi fucking soy sauce.
I don't like.
Yeah,
I gotta
those-
go to the barbecue, like hot barbecue ones they have.
The
or-
habanero barbecue. are
Habanero
good.
barbecues are
Fuck
good,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm not normally a salt and vinegar guy,
Are
but
those
those
good?
salt and vinegar almonds are fucking
Yeah,
banging.
Dude, I've seen
vinegar's a good flavor with almonds. For some
It
reason.
really, I don't know
Mexican
why it works so well. It's great.
Mexican street corn flavored almonds. I haven't tried them yet.
Oh, that sounds good. I also like pistachios because they have flavored pistachios the same way too.
Yeah. I like regular pistachios though. As if I had to
Yeah.
go like a regular nut, that's probably the one. Or D's.
That whole setup and it didn't even work.
I know.
Cashews are great.
I don't really like cashews.
They kind of like have like a weird buttery.
I think they're just
texture.
too soft. It's like a
Yeah.
pecan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I have a limit on cashew. Like, you know how you get that little pack, the Planters one of like peanuts or cashews?
Yeah. Like a little 99-cent one at a store.
Yeah, I'll eat that. And I'm like, that's enough cashews for
Actually, like
6 months.
the mixed nuts have probably just as good an amount of cashews in it with all the other nuts in it.
Yeah. I love peanuts too though.
Yeah, but I get they're so easy to come across. They're everywhere.
True. But like what kind of peanuts? You get like masala peanuts or
Even just regular peanuts, man. Just salted.
like those red candied peanuts? No.
You know what's weird? Those damn people from the South who eat boiled peanuts.
Oh, like in the shell. You can eat the whole shell. Yeah.
That's fucking weird, man.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
It should be right around you.
Yeah, that should be your
I know.
fucking area, man.
No
Yeah,
boiled
maybe a little more.
peanut.
Maybe it's a little more south than that.
There is a Virginia peanut connection, but I don't know. I thought it was chocolate covered
I
peanuts.
guarantee if you go to the next state south, they'll have boiled peanuts anywhere you go.
Yeah. You guys like just plain peanuts or
Yeah.
heat peanuts or salted?
Sometimes you just like to break the shell. Just throw it somewhere and eat the nut.
You know what I hate?
It's a little relaxing.
Pistachios in the shell.
Yeah, sometimes they're a bitch.
Well, especially the red ones. Fuck that, dude. That's dumb.
I don't even think they make the red ones anymore.
Oh, that was a thing.
I know, I remember. But I think
hated them.
that was a result of pesticides they used on pistachios, from what I've heard.
I don't think that's true.
And now they don't. It's a different type, so it doesn't dye the shell red.
But it like dyed the whole thing.
Yeah,
I thought it was a preservative.
maybe it's the same. Maybe it is.
Maybe.
Could be one of those things.
I don't know.
They just made something else that
What am I looking at? They're just, what is this?
The
You're looking
red
at boiled-
pistachios? You never seen them? Or
red pistachios or boiled peanuts. I don't know.
No, the boiled peanuts. Boiling was a clever and delicious way to enjoy the fresh harvested or green peanuts that were not yet dry enough to roast.
Oh.
Yeah, it's fucking weird. I don't know.
But you eat the whole shell with those.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's eating peanuts faster.
and they also like
That's what I needed. Fucking
Yeah,
peanuts fast.
exactly.
they like spice it up and stuff with flavors. I don't know.
Yeah, you can get like salt and pepper ones and stuff. Yeah, they're not terrible.
I don't.
Raw in
That's
shell
just not
jumbo.
something I could ever eat. I don't think.
I ate them. I got a bag of them once because I was like, oh, let me try this shit. This is weird. But yeah, I'd rather just eat the nut itself.
Well, if anyone has any fucking nut tips for us, where would they send that email to, Sir Chump Slap?
Send that to plottytime@gmail.com.
# nut tips.
Yeah, I'll read it and respond because I ain't got nothing else to do.
And if they want to get to us faster on the socials with more nut tips, hashtag nut tips, how would they do that, Dr. Syintist?
At Plottytime on Instagram or Threads, or stop by the subreddit and tell us if you like boiled peanuts. Fucking weirdo.
Or what kind of nuts you do like.
Yeah, what kind of nuts do you do?
But you can go to YouTube, like, subscribe there. It really helps us out. Or you can go to plottytime.com, which redirects you to our eBay store, and you can buy stuff there to support us. That does it for us. So, as always, shout out to Blaine JJ, Drago the Slago, Gamers Little Playground, I Am Panex, and Luis Guzman. Don't trust Dr. Syintist, and we'll talk to you next time. Peace.
Peace.